Hello, my name is Shavonda Jackson. I am a student of Indiana State University, and today I'm going to be presenting a health project on patients' rights. Every patient should know their rights. Population at risk. The population at risk would include individuals whose socioeconomic status is at poverty level and there are no sources of healthcare systems in place. Individuals with lack of education are impacted by knowledge deficit of their healthcare rights. The learning objectives are as follows. Discuss the Patient Protection Act and the Affordable Care Act. Explain the patient's rights. Define and explain HIPAA as it relates to the patient's rights. Discuss Patient Self-Determination Act and advance directives. Define informed consent and explain the right to be informed. Explain data breach as it relates to healthcare. Pre and post test. Please take a moment to complete this pre-test before continuing with the presentation. The link is listed below. Once you have completed the presentation, please complete the post-test after the link is listed below. Rights and responsibilities. Patients' rights. According to the United States Department of Health and Human Services, the Patient Protection Act and the Affordable Care Act provides the client with a safeguard for their health care rights. The Affordable Care Act was introduced into law on March 23, 2010. The healthcare regulations include affordable insurance costs, acknowledgement of pre-existing conditions, free preventative care, lifetime coverage, choice of doctors, and prevention of employee retaliation. Patient rights also includes the following according to the Department of Health and Human Services: the right to be treated with respect and dignity, access to care, informed consent to all treatments, personal safety, identity of the caregiver, the right to refuse care, privacy and confidentiality. Patient confidentiality. HIPAA. Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act was passed into law in 1996 to protect the disclosure of patients' health care information without their consent. Information can only be shared with healthcare workers and the designee assigned by the patient to have access to their records. Advance directives. The Patient Self-Determination Act is a law that was legislated in 1990 that mandates healthcare facilities receiving aid from Medicare and Medicaid acts on admission if patients have an advance directive in place. Types of advance directives according to Nas and McIrwin are listed below. Living will, a document that dictates the wishes of the patient regarding the type of medical treatment desired if the patient becomes unfit to make medical decisions. A durable power of attorney gives permission to a designee to act on the behalf of the patient medically or financially. A DNR is a do not resuscitate order, which is a written document that states if a patient does not want CPR or any life-sustaining measures. The right to be informed. Informed consent is an autonomous decision made by an individual that is of sound mind. It is a detailed explanation of all treatments before consenting. Patients have the right to refuse any treatments. Patients have the right to meet with a caregiver before any treatment. Data breach. A data breach is the unauthorized release of personal information. Breaches occur via hacking, IT incidents, or when healthcare information is left unattended to be accessed or viewed by others. HIPAA Omnibus of Rules is a set of regulations presented to third-party businesses to apply HIPAA laws to their practices to prevent the tampering of personal and healthcare information. HIPAA Omnibus of Rules were introduced into law on January 25, 2013. This set of rules sets a precedent for businesses and large corporations and has been effective in helping with the reduction of the amount of data breaches. Summary. It is essential for every patient to know their patient's rights and to know what's expected when they're going for any treatment, any surgery, to visit any doctors, to know what documents that they are signing, to know what's to be expected from the staff. So we have covered a lot in this presentation. We have discussed the population at risk that is affected by the lack of knowledge of their healthcare rights. After viewing this presentation, the information discussed will help you to understand patient rights on your next visit to any medical facility. And please take a moment to complete the post-test. After this presentation, the references are listed below if you would like to look up any of the information that was presented. I hope this was very informative to you, and thank you for viewing this healthcare project.